So as we understand, modules can define functions, classes, variables, and other objects that can be used in multiple programs. Now, package is an encapsulation mechanism that is going to group related modules into a single unit. And a package can also contain sub-packages. Now, in general, we can say a package is nothing but a folder or a directory that represents a collection of related modules. Now, how can I treat a folder or a directory as a package? For that, we need to create one file with the name underscore underscore init underscore underscore .py. So this file, if it is present within a particular folder or a directory, then that folder can be considered as a Python package. Now, in this file, you can keep it empty, or if you want to import specific functions also, that is possible. So let us understand the way of creating a packages. So for this, we have taken a particular directory structure here. So we have created one folder with the name pack underscore ex in D drive. And within this pack underscore ex, I am creating one folder with the name mypack. And this is the folder which I want to be treated as a package. So as we have already mentioned that any folder can be treated as a package only when we keep a particular file with the name called underscore underscore init underscore underscore .py. If this file is kept within a particular folder, like here I am trying to keep this file within this mypack to make this mypack as a package, or it's to be considered as a package. Now once we have considered this mypack as a package, so my next responsibility is to keep certain modules within this mypack. So here we have created two modules, let's say operations and utils, which will be carrying certain functions or variables. Now, once the package is ready with certain set of modules inside that, now the next thing is utilizing those modules or the members of those modules into a file or into another module. So this main.py, which is present inside this pack underscore ex folder, this is the file or a module where I am going to utilize the members that are present in these operations and utils, which are actually part of a package called mypack. So let's see what are the basic steps that we need to follow to get this entire structure along with the concept of package to be done. So in step 1, we will be creating this pack underscore ex folder within the D drive. Now once we have done this, inside this folder we'll be creating a subfolder with the name say mypack, and this is what I am going to treat as a package. Now as we already mentioned that presence of this file within this folder is going to treat this folder as a package. So the step number 3 is you create the file that is underscore underscore init underscore underscore .py, which can be an empty file within the mypack folder. So once this step is done, I can say that this mypack folder is now going to be treated as a package. Once the package is created, so now we are supposed to create the modules which we want to keep inside the project, package. Now here we have taken operations.py is one module, utils.py is another module. So these are the two modules which I am keeping within the package that is nothing but mypack. So let's say the operations.py is having two functions, say add and sub, which is returning the sum and difference of the argument that are specified here. Similarly, we have taken utils.py module where we have defined one function with the name greet, which is taking one parameter, say name, and subsequently printing hello followed by that name. So altogether this operation.py, utils.py, so these are the two modules which we are trying to keep within a package which is identified as your mypack. So once the package along with the modules are ready, so now we are trying to test the package and trying to import the members present in those modules. So we are creating a file, say main.py within pack underscore ex folder, and import the members of the modules, the two modules that we have created, that is operations and utils, which are present inside the package mypack. So as we already understood from the concept of module, there are several ways of importing members of a module. Now, my modules, that is operations and utils, are actually present within a package called mypack. So while I try to refer these modules, I'm supposed to write the package name, that is mypack, dot operations is nothing but the module, and we are trying to using the keyword import followed by the members present in the operations module. So in total we can write from mypack.operations import add and sub functions. Very likely in the next one, from the utils module, which is part of your package mypack, we are importing the only one function that we have defined, that is your greet. So once we have done with these two import statements, in my program main.py, this add function, sub function and greet function are available. So I can call them like I'm calling print add of 10 comma 5, which is going to take this a as 10, b is 5, and it returns 15. That is the output for this call. Similarly, when I'm calling sub of 10 comma 5, so this produces 10 minus 5, that is 5 as an output, and these two are actually part of your operations module. So now greet is a function which is kept within the utils module, which I am using here by calling greet followed by a name. Let's say I'm passing a name Sudeepa. So as the output is I'm going to get is like hello followed by the name, that is Sudeepa. So let's see a demonstration, assuming I'm in D drive. So here I'm going to create one folder, say new folder, and say the folder name is pack underscore ex. Now within this folder, the second step is I'll be creating one other folder, that is your mypack, which I'm going to treat as a package. Now here within this mypack, I'm going to create three files. The first file is your init.py, second one is your operations.py, and third one is your utils.py. So here we will create init underscore py. So I'm just going to save this empty file within the folder that I have created, that is mypack. So here I'm going to give underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Okay, just save. So once we have created this init underscore py, so this mypack is now treated as a package. So now we are supposed to create two files which are nothing but two modules. The first one is operations module. So where I'm going to define say add of a comma b, and it is returning a plus b. Likewise, I'm defining one more function, say sub a comma b, which is going to return a minus b. So this I will be saving in the same mypack folder. So here the name of the file is your operations. Let's save this. Now let us create one more module here, that is utils. So where I'm writing a function say greet, which takes name as its parameter, and it is going to print hello followed by the name. So this module I'll be saving within the same folder mypack once again with the name, let's say utils or utils.py. So as of now, our package is ready with the two modules. One is operations, and another one is your utils. So now we will test this. For this, I'm going to create a new file. So let's say here I'm going to import. I'll write from. I can write the package name, that is mypack, and the module that is operations, and we can write import add comma sub. Very likely from my pack dot utils I can write import greet. So now we start calling the add. Let's say I'm writing 10 comma 20. Similarly, print of sub of say 30 comma say 20, or maybe let's say okay 10. So then I can call the greet function by passing name, let's say Sudeepa. So this file I'm going to save within the pack.ex folder. So here I'm going to store this as the name, let's say main.py. So now when we run this, we are getting the details, or this is the result of your add function, this is the result of your sub function, and this is the result of your greet function. Whereas these two functions are part of your operations module, whereas this is a part of your the second one, that is your utils module.